Hey, good morning. It's Dale. I know it's lovely and early. The light hasn't come up yet. The dogs are all excited because I got my walking shoes on, and their anticipation is that we're going to go for a walk fairly soon. I'm having a cup of tea and doing what I like before they get to do whatever. They've already been in my office drawers and stolen biscuits, so we have a bit of peace and quiet for a moment. But I had a really good sleep last night. I haven't slept for the last 4 nights have been really kind of not very good. And I've gone to bed, closed my eyes, drifted into sleep, and within about half an hour, I've been wide and wide awake. And then last night, a very good friend said, "Why don't you take half a sleeping pill?" And I'm like, "Nope, nope, 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 nope." But actually, I decided it was the right thing to do because I need to sleep. So I'd had these 3 nights of going to bed, falling asleep, waking up, and then just being awake all night long, which was pretty horrible. And I know we've just had a full moon. So then the night before, I actually did go to sleep, and then I was woken up by a whimpering dog who wanted to go out for a wee. So that was that. That was about 3:30 in the morning. So when I was offered this sleeping tablet, I thought, yeah, good sleep. So actually, I've woken up feeling really refreshed. I'm showered, I'm ready, and I'm going to go for a really long walk. But what was on my mind when I woke up was this dog that I found in the road the other day. I was going to the gym, and the car in front of me slammed its brakes on, swerved, and the traffic coming the other way had to avoid it. And I obviously was slow. I'd slowed right down. And what was in front of me was a very large dead dog. And in my head, you like a jumble even of thoughts come through. And I have 3 beautiful, very large dogs living with me, and so there was that. Well, if that was my dog, I'd really like somebody to pull it out of the road so it doesn't get squashed anymore. And I'd like someone to share that in one of the lost dogs groups. But also, from a very sensible point of view, the dog needs to move because it's causing or could cause an accident which might lead to the loss of human life. So, as I said, I pulled over. And oh my God, it was just horrendous. And I know its little soul had gone. And I won't tell you what it looked like. But it had a collar on. And what also happened was, as I'm standing in the road, cars are just going past me, but one lovely, lovely lady stopped, and where she positioned herself meant that I was protected from any other traffic coming along. And a few people beeped at me, and I don't know if that was kind of like out of annoyance. I don't know, but I'm standing, and it's like the animal is dead. It won't feel being dragged, but there was still a sense that this is still a sentient being. And you just have to do the right thing. And I stood there and I touched its ear, and just momentarily to get a sense of who this animal might have been. Anyway, then I dragged it out of the way, had a chat to this lady, and went to the gym. But I'm in the gym and I'm doing, all sorts of bits and pieces. I swear to God, this dog is sitting in front of me and it's coming with me to place to place to place. And I thought, whether that's my imagination or that dog truly is with me, it matters not. It gave me that sense of, regardless of whether it was my imagination or that the animal was truly with me, it gave me a sense that the animal had come to say, thank you for doing the right thing. Even though it knew that its body and its soul had separated. And then I swear again, went off and did a whole load of stuff. And when I came back, swear it was sitting on the back seat of my car. And I was talking to my mum. And I said, "Oh, Mum, I've got another dog." And she's like, "No, you've got 3. I said, No. I said, it's, I explained what had gone on. But the whole thing started to make me think about doing the right thing. And it's not doing the right thing for other people. It's about doing the right thing for us. It's about our values and things that are important to us in our lives. And it just makes me think, what else or where else am I neglecting in my life to do the right thing, but the right thing that is for me in that moment? I've thought about, I'm writing a business plan. Well, that's the right thing for me to do in terms of my business. In terms of my animals, what is the right thing for them? So Ferdy has arthritis and I give him pain relief because he doesn't look like he's enjoying it very much. But I also give him like fresh turmeric root in his food. And I give him hands-on healing because it feels like the right thing to do. So no matter where you find yourself today, you can bring some real greatness in your life by doing the right thing, but the right thing for you in that moment. And it might be that right thing actually has an impact on society in a bigger way, because you truly don't know. And I was reading a story in another group where a lovely lady had been driving down the road and someone had been waiting for the bus and the bus driver had driven off and was quite rude about it. And you can imagine, you don't know what distress that causes that person to miss the bus. Are they just, they're getting the bus to go and meet a friend? They need to be somewhere very urgently. You don't know you never know what's going on in someone's life. We all put these faces on and you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Oh dear, we have an angel stealing my biscuits. That's what's going on behind my scenes. This is Angel. Can you say hello? Here she is. I'll tell you about her in a minute. She was the right thing, weren't you, darling? Oh dear, here we go. So she's at the bus stop and the driver goes. So she stops and gives this lady a lift. And it's not my place to tell you what the conversation was, but she impacted somebody's life and found out a whole pile of stuff about somebody just in those few minutes that she drove her to her destination. And that was the right thing to do. We walk by too many times because we don't want to get involved. And I don't know, that's you and your conscience. I mean, this little girl here, the one that is going to knock my tea over and struggling to find something on my desk. This is little Angel. See this little girl? I was out walking one day with my two other dogs. It was a Sunday evening in March a couple of years ago, and I found a puppy in the Rambler. And I thought that one of the charities would take her in. So I picked her up and she played with the dogs. I mean, she was very skinny, but there was, she didn't have any ticks, didn't look like she was badly treated, just an amazingly thin little puppy. So I brought her home, and the first thing Ferdy did when she came in the house was attack her. So I had cage, so I caged her, and then this makes me laugh, right? I have a background in marketing. I worked in corporate marketing for about 25 years, sales and marketing. So I mounted this worldwide campaign to rehome this little doggy. Obviously, it didn't work. But what happened was, so it was the Sunday night, and I was due to go on holiday with some friends to the Sierra Nevada. And so I got my two dogs booked into the kennels, but I can't put this dog in. I have no history. I don't know that she's chipped, which is, is the law. They have to have a rabies injection every year here, which is a law. You have no choice. So I didn't know whose dog she was, didn't know if she was chipped. So the following day, took her down the vet, no chip. Obviously, I couldn't go on holiday. By the Wednesday, nobody could take her because the dog charities are absolutely overflowing with abandoned dogs, but for all kinds of reasons. It's really, really heartbreaking. And they do an incredibly amazing job. So this little Tinkerbell went down and had her, she got spayed, chipped, everything you need to be able to be rehomed. So every day I'm videoing her, I'm sharing her, but I'm talking to her and I'm saying, you're very welcome. Of course she's very welcome because she stayed. But it was a really, really tough time for me because, you know, I lived by myself, already had 2 dogs. I got one dog that, you know, didn't accept Marley when she came. Certainly was finding it very difficult to accept a puppy. And I was just slowly falling in love with this little dog. And I wanted her to go, I did want her to go to the best home, my home, obviously. But what happens is somebody told me in no uncertain terms that of what I should do and that I had to get rid of her. And then an offer came to put her in a kennel and there was 100 dogs there already. And I thought, you know, this little, as much as I think she's gorgeous, she's got a nose in my pocket. As much as I think she's gorgeous, what if nobody else does and she doesn't get rehomed? And what if 3 years' time she's still in the kennels with like 100 other dogs and, you know, and they are begging potential homeowners, you know, to take these dogs on? So I did the right thing. I kept her, but she kept me. And I called her Angel because I felt that she was a message for me. And as hard as I found it to learn how to live with 3 dogs and 1 dog that was, his nose definitely put out of joint, it's been the most beautiful experience. I mean, they met all of them. I've got Marley Moo down there. They make me laugh every day. I mean, it's such an honor to have animals living in your life. And so that was the right thing for me to do. Didn't feel like it at the time. I cried a lot. I cried when my dog trainer came round. Every time he turned up, I don't take it anymore. But yes, it was. It's been a very, very beautiful experience, and I am truly blessed. Anyway, I'm going completely off the track, and I'm going to stop talking now. And really, my message is, you know, what is the right thing for you to do today, but your right thing, not what other people tell you to do. No shoulds, can'ts, nots. Just hand on your heart and what is the right thing for you. So lots of love, and I need to go and take these for a walk.